Joe Leigh here for SecondsOut. Barry Mcguigan, it's a pleasure to be in your company once again. Last time we spoke, actually, was after Adam Azim's fight, round 1 knockout. We've seen something very similar tonight.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to get a test until we fight somebody exceptionally good. Right now, this kid he's pretty amazing, and he's getting better, and he's not losing control of. He's not getting overexcited. He keeps his cool. He keeps his composure, but he hits so hard and so quick that he's going to knock out really good fighters, like spectacularly. He is really something special, I'm telling you. And it's easy to say, well, he's the best talent we've ever had, and it's because there are other areas we have to check him in. Can he take a shot? Can he go into the later rounds? Can he fight? And can he come from having a tough round? Can he come back and fight? We know already that he can do that from the sparring and the quality of sparring that he's been having. But he's going to be very difficult to match. He's going to be... this kid is absolutely incredible. I'm telling you. And you can exaggerate as much as you like, and I try not to do that sort of thing. But he is a very, very special talent. He's got power, he's got skill, he's got speed, he's got dexterity, he's got durability. And where you see that, Joel, you see that in sparring against really good quality opposition. And we've seen it over and over again. So it's hard to get sparring. So forget about opponents. It's very hard to get sparring. And so therefore we're going to have to shortly start taking chances with him. And look, we have absolute confidence that we can put him in against really good fighters, and we'll see the same as what we've seen tonight.
He's got a brother who can fight as well.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan is a fabulous young man. Not as good as his brother, not as skilled as his brother, but is a serious puncher, and he's getting better. And Shane is a fabulous young coach, and he's moulding these guys. And the good thing about it is none of the guys that he has are the same. They're all different. They all got that unique, inimitable thing about their style. Hassan is going to be an extremely dangerous and very, very good welterweight, and he's getting better in the gym all the time, and he's looking great, and I can't wait for him to come get out again soon, just to get busy, getting under the lights and actually operating with those 8-ounce gloves and 10-ounce gloves, and punches, slipping, whistling over your head, missing you by millimeters. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, understanding. And the only way you can do that is by fighting. And so we want them to be as busy as they can be. But you saw tonight also, he's a huge draw, and everybody knows. People that even have a smidgen of boxing intelligence knows that this kid has got unbelievable potential. And so he's going to pack out arenas no matter where he goes, and he's huge for the Pakistani Asian community. Massive. There's a massive audience out there for him. He can fill that gap that Amir Khan left, and he's a serious talent, and I'm very excited about him.
Just quickly on Daniel Dubois, although regular, he's now WBA world heavyweight champion.
Well, it's a portion, and people will laugh at it and say, well, it doesn't really mean a lot. What it means is that he's now into the higher echelons of the heavyweight division. He's into the division where he can compete with Parker, he can compete with Dylan White, Derek Chisora, and honestly, he's only a step below those big guys, and he hits anybody. Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk, or Joshua on the chin, he will knock them unconscious. He's a powerful, spectacular puncher, and he's getting better every day in the gym. And you mark my words, 24 years old, and he's really a destruction animal.
Just quickly on Lawrence Okolie, then we still, from what we know, I think he's going to continue with Shane. But obviously, he kind of teased he might no longer be with Eddie Hearn. Do you think Sky Sports would be a good move if that was where to go?
Don't ask me questions like that, Joel. I can't answer political questions like that. Ask them to Lawrence.
What do you think would be best for him in terms of fighting next? Do you feel like staying at cruiserweight, becoming unified, or? If
I were him, I would clean up the cruiserweight division. There's some great fights there. Alunga Mukabu, the Arsen Gulivarian, and of course Bradis, who's considered the top man. There's some great fights there for him. I would stay there, clean that up, and then move up to heavyweight if that's his ambition.
And quickly, obviously, on the main heavyweight fight coming up this year, press conference on Wednesday, Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk. He's got Robert Garcia and has Anthony Joshua. It's a fantastic move for him. How likely do you think that'll help him in the second fight? What can happen?
Well, there's a number of... I could give you a long-winded answer to that question, but the reality is it's so much of it is in Joshua's head. He's been knocked down, he's been hurt, he's been knocked out by Andy Ruiz, and there would be those who say that he's never looked the same since, and he's always had that nervousness about him. I think it's more apparent now than ever before. Robert Garcia is a very good coach, and I know that he done loads of technical sparring for the last fight, which was a load of Codswallop. I don't know why he done that, but Garcia won't tolerate that. He will get him in shape and get him into the right condition, and you have to look at it like realistically it's his last chance. If he gets soundly beaten or possibly even stopped in this fight, where does he go from there? So he really needs to win this fight. He knows there's a lot of pressure on him. He's got the physicality to win it. He's got to get his tactics right, and he's got to apply those tactics. And in my mind, just go and walk the guy down with head movement, use a solid jab, hit him hard to the body, work the body very hard, then lift your shots up as the fight goes on and just grind him down, walk him down, use your physical strength. That's the way he's got to win the fight, nothing else. It's not that complicated.
Just a couple more on the pay-per-view side of things. Obviously this one, it looks like the Saudis have the TV rights, and he's not going to be on Sky anymore as well.
He's on DAZN, correct? Yes. Yeah, of course. I think
the Saudis have TV rights, so it's not 100% confirmed, but he's not on Sky, yeah.
Yeah, well, he knows he's going to max out from a monetary point of view, which is a clever move, and he's had success there before, which will bring him good vibes about winning against Andy Ruiz. But this is a different fighter. It's a different kettle of fish. It's a different set of circumstances, and he has to adjust and be able to cope with Oleksandr Usyk's style. And I think the way to do it is just to walk him down, and that's inherently risky. But that's what he's got to do. You either go out on your shield, and that's the way I think he's got to win. He's certainly not going to win by trying to be out technical box him. It's not going to work because he was tottering in that last round. It looked like he was ready to go, and so he really has got to be brave, aggressive, take a risk, and risks pay off.
The reason I asked you about pay-per-view is because I want to get your thoughts on whether Adam Azim could be the next pay-per-view star. Obviously, with AJ leaving Sky, there's a lot of hype around Adam. Do you feel like he could be the next one in the UK?
I just want him to keep winning, Joel. I just want him to keep winning. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I don't want to talk too far ahead. It's always dangerous to do that. He's a superstar in the making. He's an incredible fighter, and we just want him to maximise his potential, keep his feet on the ground, and just keep learning and developing with Shane. Shane is one of the best coaches in the world, and he's doing a great job with him, and he's doing a great job with all his fighters, and he's just got to keep learning. That's all.
Dylan Chima, that India-Pakistan rivalry, would be a good fight as well.
Dylan Chima wouldn't last 2 rounds with him, and with the greatest respect to Dylan Chima, this kid is phenomenal.
Thank you so much for your time, back.